Ted Cruz nukes Dems, leaves them in shock with this Hillary Clinton atom bomb. By Amy Moreno, truthfeednews.com. Senator Ted Cruz delivered the rawest, real, and brutal smackdown to the Democrats during the opening day of the Judge Kavanaugh Scottus nomination hearing. Cruz blasted desperate Dems for still holding a grudge for losing the 2016 election. As you know, the desperate Democrats have never gotten over the fact that their lousy and unpopular candidate lost. Cruz contends that all the chaos and protests staged by Democrats is based on their butthurt over 2016. Daily Caller. Senator Ted Cruz believes Democrats obstructing the Brett Kavanaugh hearing Tuesday have a single motivation: to avenge Hillary Clinton's election loss. In an impassioned speech before the Judiciary Committee, Cruz laid bare the motivations behind Democrats' protest of the hearings. The hearings of Trump's Scottus nominee were met with interruptions and screams from protesters and Senate Democrats alike. Multiple audience members were removed from the hearing by police. Cruz called the antics an attempt to distract and delay, calling the Democrats' tactics a joke. So what is this fight about? Cruz asked, if it's not about documents or Judge Kavanaugh's credentials or judicial record, what is this fight about? I believe this fight is nothing more and nothing less than an attempt by colleagues to relitigate the 2016 presidential election. Cruz said that voters took to the polls to replace Antonin Scalia on the court during the 2016 election. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton were both clear about what kind of justices and judges they would appoint. Cruz said, Secretary Clinton's answer was clear. She wanted a justice who would be a liberal progressive willing to rewrite the Constitution, willing to impose liberal policy agendas that she could not get through the democratic process and the Congress of the United States would not adopt, that she hoped 5 unelected lawyers would force on the American people. That's what Hillary Clinton promised for her nominees. Cruz said that Trump released his list of potential appointees to the American people and promised to elect constitutional originalists. The American people made a choice that night, Cruz said. My Democratic colleagues are not happy with the choice of American people made, but as President Obama said, elections have consequences. The Democratic obstruction is all about trying to reverse the election, Cruz said. Our colleagues want justices who will rubber-stamp efforts like the Obama administration's efforts litigating against the Little Sisters of the Poor, litigating against Catholic nuns trying to force them to pay for abortion-inducing drugs and others. That is a radical and extreme proposition. Cruz said Democrats want to effectively erase the Second Amendment from the Bill of Rights. It is what Hillary Clinton promised they would do, and at the end of the day what this fight is about. We know that every Democratic member of this committee is going to vote no, Cruz said. We don't have to speculate. They publicly announced they are voting no. Doesn't depend on what they read in documents and what Judge Kavanaugh says in this hearing. Cruz concluded, it is about Democratic senators trying to relitigate the 2016 election and, just as importantly, working to begin litigating the 2020 presidential election. We had an opportunity for the American people to speak and they did. They voted in 2016 and they wanted judges and justices who will be faithful to the Constitution.